All right, I'm going to go into this chat here. Show the chat. Accept my Facebook profile. Got it. You know what? I'm going to open that just in case. On Facebook so I can actually see where people are. Katie Sheffield, hey there, darling. Now I can say stuff. Hello. Alexis, what's good? If you guys can't see me on IG, I won't stay on here forever just because it's obviously a piss poor connection. But join me on my Facebook page. Join me on my Facebook fan page or join me on YouTube. Everything on all social media is at Ahsaki Kai, just like you see spelled above. So I'm going to get started. All right. And once I see this zero out, I'm going to hop off. All right. Jolene, Shamia, Gianna, hey there, darling. Sorry for the late startup, y'all. Andre, how are you, my love? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Oh my goodness. And I'm telling you, I watch all your videos with the food and I'm like, man, I'm just waiting for an invite for like I don't know. I just want to be invited, like just a small meal. I'm just saying, Luberta, hello, my darling. How are you? Deborah Coleman, it's good to see you, darling. I haven't seen some of you folks in a really, really long time. Jalissa, hello. Sheena, my baby girl. Hi there. All right, first off, in this feed, because I know you guys are coming from my Facebook fan page, can you hear me? Want to make sure of that first, right? So I'm going to turn this volume all the way up, make sure you guys can hear me nice and loud. And then I'm going to turn this one to Facebook. Yeah, we're going to get off IG because I think that is a moot point. I don't know what that's about, to be honest with you. I've been watching videos all day from other people, live videos, and I've noticed everybody seems to be having the same signals. And I don't know if that's me or if it's somebody else, or if it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's a connection in my house or if it's somewhere else. Okay, why are you doing that now? I already said that part, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to let them all go and let them all know. And YouTube. All right. Let's let people know that right now so they know where we are. Okay. All right, ladies and gents. Okay, enough with the chatter, right? We're 3 minutes in. First off, I'm going to ask all of you, please share this out. Let people know that I am on reading live. It's a rare occasion that you typically see my face anymore when I do this. I do it on Clubhouse, and I will be on Clubhouse next week. So let us go ahead and get started. See that I put my glasses on. These are my reading glasses. That's what I can't see out of them. I just, I put them on. So it's like Superman. Yeah. Just go with that, y'all. Just go with it. Okay. Excellent. Now I'm starting to see some questions. Yep. There we go. Jolene, yepers. Jennifer Boardman, good to see you. Good to see you. Again, everyone, go ahead and click that share button. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? And let the world know that I am on and I am giving free readings and I am giving all kinds of psychic intel and I have meditated and done all the things. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Alexis. You found me on mine. All right, perfect. So that means some people from IG already hopped over. Good. Yeah, I'm having trouble doing the IG portion of this actual live, which I anticipated being able to do, but I am on YouTube and I'm also on Facebook and I am about to pull up. I know this will be a bit of I'm going to have a moment here where I have to disconnect my audio from my speaker, but there we go. Angela, thank you for sharing. I already see it on Facebook. You are a rock star. All right. So for everybody I see on my main Facebook page, I'm asking ya, share this out. Let people know that I am on live and I will love you forever. I promise. Hang on one sec. We're going to disconnect this speaker and then it'll start looking for speakers. Ahsaki's. Yeah, we know. I know it's disconnected. Ready to bear. Okay. Rock star. All right. So for everybody, all right. Now I'm going to turn that volume down so then I can see the chat from my main page. Now we are cooking with gas, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to use this right in front of me. And that is the way that I can see all of the channels now, except for IG. All right, so let's start with what I see so far in the feed. I should probably introduce myself. We're only 5 minutes in, right? I should probably tell you who I am. Okay, my name is Ahsaki Kai, spiritual alchemist, intuition educator. I am the Morpheus, the bridge between I don't know if I'm seeing spirits. I think there's a thing happening. I'm having dreams between 3 and 5. I'm all the things, I see these little things out of the corner of my eye. I feel like there's signs coming from grandma. I am the bridge between your questioning and your knowing that this is a gift. It's turned on and every single one of us has it. Okay, so what I'm here for tonight is to pour some spiritual energy and some spiritual intuition, some information directly from spirit to all of you. And I will get to as many questions as I can. In fact, since I know Angela shared this out, that's the best way to get my attention, y'all. Share it out. And let me know you shared it and then ask your question. All right. Angela, do you see me owning a homeschool? I hear a home soon. I hear no immediately. Two things are saying to me. They're saying you're not as ready as you think. And I don't mean that this doesn't feel fiscal to me. It feels like responsibility that you don't actually want. And they're also saying something else is coming in between. I feel like there's a move and then there's a move. So not a no in finality, like you're never going to own property, but there's a bridge in between that you're supposed to cross. And it feels like adventure. It feels like other things are coming in your life first, then we'll get to the house. It feels like it's a few years down the road, but it's not out of the picture altogether. You got something else that you're supposed to be headed towards. And I got to tell you, the way they're talking, this feels far more intriguing and exciting to me than closing on a home. This feels like life path stuff. So short answer, no. Long answer is there's more coming in between before you actually own a house. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and answer this one. Andre, what does the future bring for Lamar and myself? I feel like this person is a little bit of a test. Okay. Oh, they're not kidding around. Okay. There is something very, very specific about your boundaries, not wanting them to be crossed, not allowing them to be crossed, and holding fast to that, if that makes sense. They're really pointing me to this relationship is where you're really figuring out, like, I don't want this. I do want that. I kind of like this. I'm okay with this now. And maybe you weren't 10 years ago or 15. You know what I mean? Like, you're also seeing how you've evolved. Where I'm going with that is that feels like that is the message of this relationship. It's about your learning what your boundaries are. It's about your learning. This is a teacher. This is a teacher who's entered your world, and they are attempting to teach you through the universal language of love, who you really are and what you need, want, and expect moving forward. I do feel like this relationship will make you very, very concrete in any other relationship moving forward. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Paulette. Paulette, tell me something. I get a lot of messages from Paulette's saying it's you. Tell me if that's real or not, because there's so much spam and scam out there. I see more duplicates of people's accounts than I care to shake a stick at. So please let me know if that's really you, because of course I will answer you, but I'm very careful about who it is and what they really want, because I never really know. And sometimes people are just weirdos, Alexis, hi, darling. How are ya? Jamie McAlston. I made my right choice in regards to my relationship. Oh, have I made my right choice? I hear, woo, I hear yes before I can even finish that full sentence. Yeah, you have made, so hard yes. You have absolutely made the right choices. And I definitely feel like there's a little bit of oh, wait, no, I have them. Hold on, wait. Oh, you're going to love this, y'all. Stop playing. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes. You absolutely made the right choice, girl. Y'all, I got sound effects. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Okay, Harvey. Ooh, Kathy Harvey. Oh my. Should I run for probate judge? I hear yes on that. Also, before I can finish the sentence, I didn't know what that answer was going to be. Will my son come home? When will my son come home? I hear August. And is my significant other on a dating site? Yes, he is. Or yes, they are. Yes, yes, your significant other is on a dating site. I never get that answer. It's fantastic, girl. All right, let's see. Jalissa, can you please tell me when my son is coming home? I hear April for you, honey. Jennifer Boardman, am I going to find a place to live? I hear yes. I do not get a hard and fast on the timeline. It feels like it's literally moving to me. So, what that tells me, and you know me, you know how we do this here. So, I'm going to say this really fast, rip the band aid off. That means you haven't decided when. In other words, you're not believing that it's possible as soon as you want it to be. So, now your job is to get still in that energy and decide what's the date that I'm actually moving. As soon as you decide it, they'll move accordingly. Make sense? Ah, okay. I'm going to scroll up just a little bit to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sheena, thank you, darling. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think anybody. Choppy as hell on IG. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, good. That's all right. As long as everybody can hear me now. Let me read that one. Shamia Adams Johnson, you and Rob told me that I was going to get a promotion, and I did. Woo! When, hold up, wait, let me find my sound effects again. Oh my God. I'm just going to keep doing this all night. What? Yes, honey, yes. I'm so excited for you. That is wonderful to hear. It went exactly the way you guys read it. Now, that's 7 levels of testimony. Number 1, now you're finding out immediately. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this. Obviously, I teach it. But also, I was on at the time with Rob, who is a long graduate of ID1, ID2. He's done plenty of work with me. So of course we got it right. Thank you for the testimony. I appreciate that. And you're probably going to hear from me later on asking if I can use this in other places. Okay. I'm loving that probate judge, please. Yeah, I can't wait to hear what transpires out of that one. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yep, Jamie, I already answered that one, right? Okay, Angela, we got that one. Hang on, Jamie, hang on, right choice. Yep, we got that. Katie Sheffield, my husband has been offered a great opportunity at a different company. This would mean we most likely have to move. Do you see him staying where he is or branching out? All I get is yeses. So I'm going to go back to because I was already reading the first part as a question. There is no question in my mind that this job that he's being offered is like it's worth the move. Let me say it to you that way. It's worth the change in your life. Your son will benefit, you will benefit. I feel like there's more money, but there's also a lot of the things that he's been looking for career-wise and to move towards. This is a major notch in his belt. Do I see him staying here? Or is he branching out? I feel like he's branching out, but I gotta tell you, I get a 50-50 on this. He could just as easily stay and he'd be fine at the job that he's at. But if he goes, he will be richly rewarded. I also feel like the little piece of this has to do with courage. So you may want to impart that part to him. It feels to me like a little bit of this has to do with courage and just like, okay, the thing's finally arrived. Let me go ahead and step out and do me, right? Like let me go and do the thing that I'm supposed to do. Mazel tov. I'm telling congratulations. Deborah, what do things look like financially for my husband and I? Can you get a little more specific with me, Deborah? Because they're giving me 4 different answers and we could be here a while. So nail that down for me just a little bit more. Am I looking at a time frame in particular? Because I feel like that's where we're circling the drain. And if so, I want to make sure I actually aim for what you need. Okay, so we got that one from Andre. Jalissa, we got that too. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back over to my feed on Facebook Live, on my main page on Facebook Live. Bear with me, folks, as I move my way through a couple of different apparatuses here. Oh, you stop that right now. Good evening. Good evening to you. 1, 2. There we go. Volume is on. Great. You can hear me on all the channels. I'm so excited about that. All right. Going from the top down here. All right, Katie, I got, okay, awesome. So these are all coming from Facebook Live. That's good to know. That is really good to know. Sheila Wendell, hang on. Hi, beautiful. Just wondering if I can. Sheila's wondering if she can quit her job to be successful at my Color Street business. I hear a yes right away. I'm not sure that it's immediate though. It feels to me like there's a little bit of a build-in, but they're saying midsummer. That ain't that long to be building an entrepreneurial anything. So they're telling me by midsummer you really can leave and you're going to feel like you're on very sure footing. All right. Mm-mm-mm. Hi, Lorraine. How you doing, darling? Sandy, good to see you, sweetheart. Tam Nicole, what's good, mama? You got all kinds of good stuff happening in your life. Kids graduating from school. I get so excited when y'all kids graduate, for real, for real. Like I get really, really excited when I see your children, your the hard work that y'all put in on kids getting out of high school, getting out of it's dope. It really is. I get so excited every time I see your kids graduating from anything or these major accomplishments. I've seen all this really good stuff on my timeline. I get very excited about that. Anyway, does that say what I think it says? Oh, that's just fun. Hi, Jana. How you doing? Alex, hey there. I'm just greeting folks that I see new names. Calvin, what's good? What's good? What's good? All right, I'm going to scroll down some more over here and see other additional questions that I need to answer. Yep, you got it. Quit your job midsummer. God, I hope somebody tells me the same thing sometime soon. Lorraine, I have no volume. I don't know why, but what's in the cards for the girls? They're in Portugal. I literally just saw, like in the last few hours, I just saw, and it didn't register. I saw Alex's pictures, and then I saw Cassie's. I'm like, oh, they're there. You guys told me about this trip. I saw it. I know. I just don't, I have no concept of time, y'all. I live on another planet. There, I said it. I live on another planet, so I don't always know what day of the week it is, what time it is. I just know basics. Be here, be there. Outside of that, I got nothing. So anyway, yeah, I think I just commented on Cass that the word I'm hearing is that trip's going to be transformative. I won't I think just in the interest of privacy, I won't go any further than that. And I don't think you're going to want me to, but I think there's going to be some major transformations for both of them. But I get for Cass in particular, there's really a shift in her. She's really going to feel, I almost feel like differently about herself when she comes back in a very, very positive way. Yay! I'm always here for that, right? Longer term for them, I see Alex going to a job, feels like it's something midsummer. There's some sort of transition in employment. Cass, I literally don't know. I'm not even gonna BS because A, my feelings are probably in it, and B, I'm listening and going, what are we doing here? There's a very fuzzy, unclear picture. P.S. Mom, that might be a really good thing. Because usually when people are in that I don't know, they're in the somewhat turmoilish internally, but also in that, what are we doing next? You know, like what's really on this agenda for us next? And I feel like she's in the throes of figuring those things out. This feels like good news to me. Angela, do you see me staying at my current job or going back to school for something else? I get there's a back, but I don't think it happens until roughly the fall. And I also feel like you may postpone that again and again. There's some like school's calling you, and then there's conveniences about having work. And I feel like you've already thought about it a couple times and now you're doing it again. Like, I think I'm going to stop here and, start this. And then it's like, maybe not. So this is a choice very much for you. I don't get, something awful is going to happen if you decide you're staying at work. It does feel like you slow down a dream. And it feels like the dream has to do with school. I'm saying somewhat for a reason because I want you to know there are other ways to achieve the dream beyond the academic path that you're paneling for. But that doesn't mean don't take it. But short answer to your question is I'm seeing in the fall in particular is where if you decide you're actually leaving work, school would start then in the fall of this year. Again, you may postpone it. Jamie, Joy, Crystal, what's good, love? What's good? Jolene, I don't know that I understand that question. And I'm dying for you to clarify on that one. I'm not going to lie because it has such a specific date on it. Can you? Oh, you didn't finish typing it. Is that because I see more below that? Okay, Jolene, any messages from my dad? Okay, so, that's so weird. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so any messages from your dad? Hang on. It's about worth. It's about a sense of self. It's about worth. Oh, okay. This is going to sound like I'm really biased on this topic. I swear. He's giving me the visuals right now. I'm not making this up. The boards, that's honey, I have seen this a couple times and it never goes away for you. There's a reason I'm so attracted to it. And the reason, it's not just, don't get me wrong, they're freaking fabulous. They're beautiful, but that's not why I'm attracted to them. I'm attracted to them because I'm always getting the same hit. These, what are they called? Somebody say the word for me. The charcuterie boards, the charcuterie boards. Shut up. Anyway, they're going somewhere. Like there's a book, there's a program, there's like an on kind of like this, but not like this. It almost feels educational, where this and it's like demos, and then there's more from that. And I feel like he's aware of like a push or a pushback or I don't really want to do this as a job per se. And he's saying it's not a job, it's a pleasure. Oh, that's so sweet. That's what he said. It's not a job. It's like, it's your joy. So do it more. Now, I know you do it all the time anyway, but do it more in other capacities. Do it more. That does not necessarily mean you have to go to people's houses and set up. That's not quite where I'm going with this. In fact, 99% of what you're doing actually feels instructional. I hope that helps. Oh, he's also saying, it's your birthday, happy birthday. Something about a birthday. I'm not sure if he's speaking about one that's coming up, one that's just passed. Passed. Okay. It's past tense, but it's definitely in the last 4 months. He's saying happy birthday, and I'm fairly certain he's saying it to you. You'll have to tell me if that makes sense or not. I have no idea when your birthday is. Okay. 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 I'm not gonna say okay again, I promise. Shamia, will me and my husband be victorious in our upcoming court date? I hear yes before I even finish reading that. We have been in conflict with our landlord. You're going to be victorious, and it is because something comes to the table or something's going to be found out about the landlord also. And I don't know if you have a lawyer involved already in this. I don't think this is the first time they've been in this scenario. It may have not gotten this far because I feel like they steamrolled over a previous tenant or something to that general effect. But whatever it is that's occurring with you, with the two of you and this landlord, has happened in some capacity previously with the landlord and someone else. That feels like the break moment in court. Like, oh, come on now, this dude keep doing the same thing, or this person keeps doing the same thing over and over again. So it's not going to bode well from them from the optics standpoint. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. So yes, you will be victorious overall. Okay, Jamie, there's the question. All right. What's up with my business? I'm slow the last 6 months. They're saying you're not slow. You needed a pause. Now, I'm going to stop here for a quick moment and just tell you a quick, cute, quick little story. I had a retreat. I hosted a retreat in November. Close to right before Thanksgiving. Why am I telling you this? Because it cracked me open. This was a plant medicine retreat. So it cracked me open. And for the next 2 months, 3 months, I struggled with my physical energy, my mental energy. I'm like, no more. I just can't. Like, let's just stop. Can we just? And so they answered me. And here's what's really weird about that same thing. I had more money than I have had probably in the last 6 months of my business because I just stopped. Clients were falling out from the sky and I wasn't really going to look for them. I wasn't in the space to go look for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do a lot of this if I'm in the cave place. It's like, let's just stay in the cave until we're done with the cave. When we're back at the light, that's when I come and talk to y'all in public. Um, I'm mentioning that to you because they're giving me something similar, and I feel like September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So they must be over the okay, 2 seasons. So fall and winter, right? Right, because winter is almost over. Okay. Fall and winter, it feels like have been tricky for you, but I also feel like you've been in a deeper view of self and you've already learned some things and you're not fully acknowledging that you've learned the things. P.S. I spot it because I got it. I understand what you're experiencing. I just went through this working with my own mentors and the people that coach me and doing hypno sessions and all kinds of chiropractics so we could flush it out and figure out what the hell is going on here. I feel like you've had a transformative 5 or 6 months where a lot of things that you didn't remember or didn't know were a thing for you have come up. Not in a bad way. In fact, in a very healthy movement kind of way that's made you very aware of yourself. Now they want you to move forward with that information. I want to mention something else here. Jamie, I'm actually glad you asked this question. Here's why. We are on the precipice of the solstice, folks. We're in solstice energy. This is the new year. I know that, the calendar said this all started 3 months ago. It didn't. This is the new year. This coming Sunday is actually the new year. And for those of us who are much more esoteric than we are 3D, so to speak, you feel that. And I'm talking to, I mean, you guys know I talk to healers all the time. We all feel that. That's part of the reason why I was in the cave for those 3 months, because just like a bear hibernating for the winter, many of us, especially those of us who do things that deliver healing, health, awareness to other people, walk them on the path, give them the light for the path, et cetera, et cetera. You get the idea. A lot of those individuals I've noticed have been on the front lines of a new wave that is coming through. It's clearing your shit out so that you are ready for this turn of circumstances, of the world, the big shift. I'm talking Age of Aquarius stuff here. We are being prepped for that right now. The universe is going to make sure that many of us are ready. Some of us are resistant to this. Again, I spotted, I got it. And some of us haven't even started acknowledging what the universe is actually telling us. That's usually the crowd that we would call clients, right? Or individuals who are still looking for the services so that they can move into whatever truth they need to. But we're all being tasked with find the truth within, find the truth outside of you, know thyself and know thy truth, so that when we get to this next phase, there's nothing to figure out about you. Now, all you need to do is move in this new energy that allows us more prosperity than we've ever seen, a lot more peace than we've known in a long time. You can tell the world's shaking something off. I don't watch the news, y'all. You ain't got to talk to me about nobody's war. I'm not even interested. However, why those things are happening right now is because this is the changing of the guard, folks, literally the return of the kingdom. If you're paying attention, you will notice a lot of things are in hubbub and they're all spinny and strange all around us, right? That means something. We know individually when we go through storms like the planet is, right? Afterwards, that's what all this was for. Oh, that's what I was supposed to learn. Oh, okay, I had to go through that so then I could get to this high holy place, right? Or this momentous place or this celebration moment. That's what we're in right now as a planet. We are going through the thick of it. We're not done, by the way. We are not finished. I can't stress that point enough either. We ain't done. But for you individually, your only job right now is self-reflection, is who am I? What matters to me? And stating that boldly to the world with reckless abandon, ladies and gents. Reckless abandon. All right, I'm going down to, honey, you better say that again. It's Harvey time. I know from the time I read that question, I'm like, wait, a black woman trying to be a judge up in this piece? Y'all go support her, for real. Harvey Kathy, I think she's listed as Harvey Kathy on Facebook, but you'll see her in my feed. Y'all go support her in any way you know how. Why? Because more Black judges mean a much more egalitarian system that actually represents all of us. Don't we want more Black women judges, folks? Of course we do, because as women, we benefit. As Black people, we benefit. As people of color, we benefit. We're basically talking about the whole damn planet, right? Except one population. So just stay with me here, folks. Support things like that. That's a really good thing to see happening. I applaud you. Jamie, the short answer to the rest of your question, I know I just went on a whole spin there, is it will get better next month. This is your new year. Start literally on the 20th. Write your list. What do you want to see? Oh, and they're saying, and be bold. You're meant to shift something, not that you don't do the things you normally do, i.e. this, but I know my task is now plant medicines, much a different level of work, because I've been doing this part for a really long time. Of course, I'm still here to service these needs as well, but the population that I'm working with, and I know some of the folks who are like my executive level clients are in the feed. Our job now is to develop into these kind of shamanistic light bearer, light bringer individuals who are afraid of nothing in the way of holistic art. So I know that part of my task is bringing those folks into the fold, helping them become all of what they're supposed to be. And I'm honored to be a part of that journey. But I mentioned that to you because there's also another level of work waiting for you. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't, just message me and we'll figure something out as far as a session and talking to one another. But I think what you're really headed towards is a shift in your work. And that is also where the pause has come in. All right, Jamie, I hope that makes sense. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Anybody who just jumped in, please share this out. Let people know that I am on and answering questions live. And I will be on for a few minutes more for sure. Deborah Coleman, I'm going to answer this just because I see it right now. My husband is out of work until the next tornado season. And I'm on disability. We'll come back here. That's not being paid to me. Okay. So where's the question? Deborah, give me the question, honey. Maybe it is somewhere else, but give me the actual, what's the question beyond that? I totally got the information, but give me the actual question if you don't mind. Thanks. Jill, I'm glad I read that because otherwise I would have got to it right at the end and then I would have had time to say, type it back to me and tell me what that means. Julissa. Okay, I answered that one already. Luberta. Is it good for me to get back close to a formal friend? No. I heard that also before the sentence finishes. Not because they're not as they haven't come as far as you. And I only mean that in they may bring more drama than they do friendship. And I mean that on several levels, by the way, in your business, your marriage, and with your family. Nah, man, leave them where you found them. They mean well, but they don't know who they really are. So they don't understand sometimes the drama they bring to other people's to other people's table. But no, it feels like it's more drama than it's worth, quite frankly. Okay, I do not see who this is. This is really interesting how they got this one in here. It just says Facebook user, and I'm thinking this is coming from a fan page, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to answer. I'm going to read the question. I'm going to answer it, so that way if it's your question, you'll certainly identify with that part. All right, okay. The feed is moving really fast all of a sudden. Will I get an economic increase at my job in 90 days? I hear no right away. Also, should I continue my YouTube? I hear yes on that before I can finish that, even reading it. Not sure I'm moving in the right direction. They're saying yes, you are. You have worry about a lot of things. Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke there. You have a lot of things to say. It needs to be out there. I instantly want to ask, are you a healer of some sort? Like, are you a reader or something else? But yes, the short answer to that, the YouTube piece, get on there, talk, tell people what's on your mind, because I feel like it needs to be heard. But in addition to that, they're saying the job is not ending right away because you're really being groomed for I see what you did there. You're being walked out of your job, honey, but you're being walked out by your new career. Okay. Does that make sense? No time soon. Don't panic. It's no time in the near future. It's not even, I get, you're at least 5, 6 months out before you even start really thinking about this. But the reason why the raise isn't coming, or the additional money, it's almost like the universe is trying to give you a push. And I feel like the way to do that is to piss you off a little bit. Like, oh, okay, no, you can't have this money. And now you see the thing that you're creating, right? Like you're seeing something else that you're creating altogether. I will tell you this, they are absolutely saying you're going in the right direction with YouTube. So whatever you're saying, whatever you're putting out there needs to be said. Okay. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darlings. Thank you, darlings. All right. Huh. Oh, Harvey, Kathy, since we connected last, my daughter has since met her love. So the baby girl you saw first on the way. Oh my God. Wow. I don't know why the baby announcement's always just, yeah, I'm with it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm so glad. Hi, Nelda. Hi, Victoria. I see you, Miss Mac Isaac, the other cousin. How are you, darlings? Ah. Ah, Miss Fayame, and I don't want to mispronounce your name, even though I know who you are on Facebook. The answer is yes right away, and you know why. We're in a different game right now, and a lot of us who do, and I already know you do what I do. A lot of us who do this work just got leveled up big, 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 especially if you do this full time. We just got leveled up massively. And if you haven't, or you don't feel like that, or you feel like you're still in that, what the fuck is going on here? Don't worry. It's either rounding, like for you Aries, it's rounding the bend around your birthday, because that's also your personal new year, right? Um, for other folks, there may be other aspects that are kind of hiding it from you right now, but I promise you, before the end of summer, it's going to be revealed to all of y'all who do the light work already. You'll see it, you'll feel it, you'll sense it and go, oh, the game has just leveled up. Yes, ma'am. The reason you need to charge more, though, is number one, our industry has to be taken much more seriously. We are the bridge between religion, spirit. We are also the bridge between all that people cannot see and 3D Earth, right? We have a lot of heavy work to do. So people have to start taking this extremely seriously. Otherwise, well, we won't get into that. Anywho, so yes, short answer to your question. Yep, you need to raise your prices without question. They didn't hesitate on that answer, by the way. They did not hesitate on that answer. That's important. All right, let me just look at Facebook really quick. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Danita Cobb? Danita Cobb. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Ooh, and Brian, I see you found me. Good, because I'm hoping you're asking that question from earlier, because I know that's going to lead to another piece of information. Um, Danita Cobb, will my husband and I get our marriage back on track? I hear yes before I even finish that sentence. So it's coming. When exactly? It feels like a moving timeline, because neither one of you have actually decided that that's what you want to do. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying there. You both want to be in the marriage, but you haven't decided that you want to work for the marriage anymore, and you both are sick of one another. Let me just be cutthroat honest. Like, oh, the same exhaustion we're all experiencing. You're experiencing that, but you're also experiencing it with one another. And it's like, oh, for crying out loud, I just don't want to. But the minute you decide, okay, I want to, and then, he's back on board in the same way. And it's like, oh, okay. We pinky swearing. We boys again, like we are a team for real. That will happen. And then you guys will be right as rain, honestly. I mean, you're going to move back into that energy of like, I got you and you got me and we're both holding the stick. So it's coming right now. You honestly, you both need a break. And I don't know whether that's possible or not. It's always possible. But if you can create one, and I don't mean together, I mean you may need breaks apart. I don't mean break up the marriage or take like I'm talking about a vacation, like for a weekend, just like a few days. Like you both need a few days of quiet solitude where you can just get better in touch with yourselves and really not feel the incumbents of your worlds, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on your planet right now and his. So short answer, are you going to work it out? Yes. I don't get from either one of you that you want the marriage to dissolve. I do, however, get that both of you are really, really tired of effort. Like enough already. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to work this hard. And I totally understand that. That's how I felt about my business in December. I don't want to work this hard. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Huh. Whose is that? Annette Divine Love McCulston. When will my grandson be home? Why do I get an unconcrete answer on this? I'm in murky territory here. I get anything from August to the end of the year, but then they're showing me dates the 4th of July, and they're also showing me a date for mid-May, and none of them feel solid to me, to be perfectly honest with you. I almost want to ask for more context, but I don't need it because that may automatically make sense to you. It feels like it's a moving target, and honestly, that moving target to me feels like it's based on emotion, yours and his. I hope that makes sense to you. Jamie, does my dad have a message for me? Also, will I get an approval for my home in the next few months? Feels like it's longer than the next few months. It feels like there is a slight variation in the time frame on that, but not much, not dramatically anyway. Got it. I'm listening for dad's message. There's a note. He's showing me a notebook, and he's saying she always writes things down. She always keeps track of what's going on. She missed something. Feels like from April or May of last year. It feels like there was this almost sounds kind of weird to me, but like April or May of last year, there was something on your list, something that you were going to do, wanted to do. It almost feels like a life goal, and you've kind of cast it aside, and he wants you to bring that back. Whatever it is, he wants you to bring it back. So whatever that was that you were aiming to do, he still wants you to pursue that and do it. All right, let's have some water while I read questions. Denise, my oldest, moved to New Orleans looking for a hold on, sorry. The feed just moved. Looking for love and a future with a man. Do you see this happening? I actually hear yes. I'm not sure if it's the same man she was initially planning around, but I do see New Orleans in love. So yes, she does find love there. Okay. Alex and I started a biz. I tell you, that food feed moves anytime I want to read something, right? I started a business in October. Is it going to be profitable? I hear yes before I finish that part. Enough for me to quit my factory job sooner than later. They're saying later feels like it is October, November at the latest, like almost like your Christmas gift. But yep, you're going to be able to walk away from this job for sure. Honey, you're going to be like, you're going to do cartwheels in the parking lot on your way. Like you're going to be so glad this is over. But I will also say you worked for it. You really, really worked for it. Huh, Sheena. See, this is how you ask a psychic question, y'all. Sheena, yerk, yes or no? I hear no. They're saying not available, not time, not quite. We're not quite there yet. Janelle Simone, hey babe, there's a vote happening for my nonprofit to receive corporate donation. Will this vote go in my favor? I hear yes. I do not, however, hear a dollar amount. Sorry. They're just not giving that to me fast. And I also am in murky territory there where it feels like the number is moving. But overall answer, yep, you're going to get your money. You're going to get your money. Amanda, thank you, darling. I missed you too, babe. I missed you too. Just scrolling up one more time to make sure I didn't miss any of the stuff. Victoria, sorry, I missed you. Wondering if this, oh, I'm just gonna, yes, they're talking over me now. So yes, the answer to your question is yes. Latasha, hey there. Okay. Latasha, hi, how are you, darling? Thank you for joining us. Letha, will my grandson get better? I get a yes on that as well. They're telling me your immediate follow-up question to that is how soon. I feel like within a month, and it feels like it's a slow progression to better. Is there a cough with whatever's going on with him? He's young. He's like young. Okay, all right. So we got through some of those. Hang on a sec. I'm just moving down again, moving down again. Carol Crispel, hey there, darling. Will my son Hunter marry his girlfriend? I hear yes on that. Also, damn, y'all on fire tonight. Everybody's getting yeses. People finding love. His baby's coming. All kinds of really good stuff. I hear a yes. Yep, he is going to marry her. Nice. Oh, that's right. Ooh, you have to tell Becky. Yay! How exciting. Oh, that's so cool. Latanya, I'm needing to make a major decision for my marriage. Do you hear anything? Yes, you're not ready to make the decision. That's what I really hear. Brittany, may I have a question? May I have a message, please? You absolutely can ask me a very specific question. I promise you, I'll give you an answer. Anthony, Amanda Perez. There we go. Anything from my aunt Jess and Uncle Peep or Pete? Not sure. Been dreaming about them a lot, as well as my grandma. Is there any message they want to tell me? All I got right now is the word stop, and they're saying something right after it. Stop. I don't know if they're saying you're holding yourself back from something. You want to move forward in something, you're holding yourself back from something, but they're saying a word and it feels like stop stalling, but it's not coming out super clear like that. So stop stalling. That's the bottom line. Whatever it is that you got your eye on the prize and you're like, I should go do that. And I already know I'm capable of just go do the thing because they're all yelling the same thing at me. Oh, Jamie, I'm so glad this resonates because yeah, this feed is really weird. So hard to tell who's heard, who didn't hear, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. Jana, thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you. All right, perfect. Yeah, Mike, Mikhail, what's good? What's good? What's good? You make me laugh. Yeah, right? Isn't that dope? I'm excited about that. Yes. Black girl judges. Make that shit happen. Okay. Okay, Lisa McCullum. Hello, my darling. New house. I'm on both parts of this question because they're already talking about the finances and they're really pointing me towards midsummer to late summer for what feels like a pretty sizable improvement. So I'm asking them now about the house and I'm all over the place. Are you sure that you want a house? And I also feel like there's some indecision, a lot of indecision going on behind the scenes. Is everyone on the same page with the house stuff? If not, get them there. You know what to do. I'm seriously, you and I've been working together forever. You know what to do. Get a candle, get an intention. There's moons coming up. Whatever ritual works for you, but do something with the whole family. Go. All right, we're looking to create blah. Let them all visualize it right along with you, and then move that towards where you want it to be, because this feels more about energy. And have I stated emphatically, like, this is the thing that I actually want? I feel like you haven't even told them yet. You're just kind of checking out, like checking out the energy, like, is this possible? Of course it's possible. You know what to do. Okay. Carlessa, yes. Oh, dag nabbit, it moved fast. Hang on a second. Hi, will David and I get back together soon? I hear yes, but I also feel like there's an asterisk on that. Like, we're getting back together to maybe either you stay together if you both learn the parts that you needed to learn to kind of exist in the same space, as a relationship. If you didn't, and I feel like this is the variable here, I feel like I feel like they have in some capacity. If the learning continues, then yes, you will get together and stay together. If not, you'll get together and then you will part ways again, giving each other the same look like, I can't believe we did this another time. Um, Shan, happy birthday, darling. Oh, my Piscean people. Cha-cha-cha-cha. It's no accident that I'm surrounded by Pisces. Kiki, Luberta. Got it. All right, you got it. Thank you, Luberta. Okay, I'm going to. Okay. Oh, no, I read that one already. Sorry, y'all. Shared, Annette. Oh, that's a beautiful question. Okay, so Annette McAlston shared, I have two questions. When will my grandson be home? I'm getting summer again, and then I get August. Good Lord, I'm all over the place here. And will my friend of 30 years be in my life? Will she be in my life? Will this person be your lifelong friend? I get a yes on that before I can really that's why I'm tripping all over the words, because they're already telling me yes, they'll definitely be friends. This feels like a lifelong friendship in large part because you guys have been I'm gonna sound like Mob D, but you done seen it all, you done been through it all together. And it's like, even in the parts where you may not have been like super present in each other's lives, you still know all of the story. And it's like, whew, let's just sit here and sip some tea on this front porch together and just reminisce and be grateful that that we're still riding together. So yeah, this is a lifelong friendship for sure. Okay. Oh, Jana, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. I catch your lives every once in a while, darling. Yeah, you're a badass. You sure are. Facebook. This is Dion. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dion. Oh, that's where it's about YouTube and increase. Give me more direct question. Give me a super direct question, Dion, please and thank you. Natalie, sorry, it's just funny to me. Is my audience shifting? I hadn't scrolled all the way down to your name, and they're like, yes, and she knows that. Whoo, somebody got an attitude with you up there today. Why? Because they're like, she already knows that, and she's moving towards it, but she's doing this thing. Oh, oh, shit. Whoo! So you know the therapy that you're going into, right? That often involves intimacy, plant medicine, and that combined. Maybe that's why I saw what I saw behind the scenes when I messaged you. Ta-da-da, there you freaking go. Whoa, let me just say, that's some badass stuff right there. I can't wait. Oh, we talk tomorrow, don't we? Oh my God, I can't wait to hear about this in detail. Woo, right? Tashan, say that again. Raise the yesterday's price is not today's price. How has nobody made a meme of Fat Joe saying that yet? I don't understand. I shouldn't have to figure this out. Where are the millennial children? Somebody call somebody 15-year-old kid and tell them I need a meme everywhere that says yesterday's price. And if y'all already know what one is, go on tag me in it, because seriously, we can't keep doing this. Part of the reason why, and this is going to sound real indifferent when I say it, but follow me on this, y'all. Part of the reason why we aren't in the place where we want to be yet, and I mean this as a collective, is because all these star seeds who are light bearers haven't said, okay, I'm gonna need you to value this the same way you do the job, the kids, and all the rest of it. You ever walked in your church and didn't have the same value and regard for the work happening in that church? Guess what? I am the church, people. You take it any way you want. Be mad, argue with your mama. We, all of us who are light bringers, we are the church. Proceed accordingly. You tired when you talk to your pastor. I'm just saying, that's why you take it seriously. Y'all gotta rock with me here. We're trying to do something as a collective, right? Y'all are sick of this shit as much as I am. Come on, man. I passed the news just on my Facebook feed. I'm like, are y'all kidding me? Is this what we're doing now? You're over it. I know you are, because I can feel it. Then let's be over it together and do the right thing here. Yesterday's price is not today's price. We all are learning very quickly, and I see this all over my IG feed, my Facebook feed, all my feeds. We're learning our own intrinsic value. And the more we come to understand that, we don't expect that people would come and get the thing that we hold as value for free. That doesn't make any sense, or even for low cost. Why should it be? We're trying to bring you something important. We want y'all to make this jump because we all want to make this jump together. I promise you, no light worker ever came into this work because they're like, oh my God, I just want to be a millionaire. That ain't the only reason we're here. That's the third part. Sure, we'd all like to be Oprah, but the first part is we're trying to do a little something here, folks. This Age of Aquarius thing is a big deal. The entire multiverse is watching us right now. Yeah, I said that too. Forgive me, y'all. Allergies. It may be spring, but it is spring for real. Okay. Tashan, as soon as you want to, baby. However, are you reading or am I? Do you do that? Let's talk. Let us talk. Let us talk. I do business readings on this. Will Asaki schedule a live with me to co-host one day? Yes, Melinda. In fact, you're funny. You must be in my head because I was thinking about the eight of us, and I'm like, ding, all these different ideas were coming into my mind. But yes, we will absolutely. We will co-host together. We will co-host together. All right. I guess that means I'm gonna be on live again, y'all. See what just happened there? You see how people just loop. Every time I get out, somebody pulls me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So I'll be on here with some other folks soon. Soon. You mentioned my question. Got any ideas? Here's the thing. I'm in channel, so I don't remember the question. Post it for me again, Brian, though, because I know it was a good question and I wanted to make sure I answered it. Hang on. Just going up the feed here. I'm looking to see if I see it somewhere else, but I don't. Ruth Elizabeth. Hi, Ruth. Hey, Asaki, curious about this Reiki business and partnership I'm working on. Has lots of legs to it, a lot of tentacles to it. Like, I feel like you're talking about a partnership, but I feel like there's 20 partnerships coming like in the next few months. You're going to find yourself collaborating with a lot of people, is the short version. And also let that happen, because every single one of them, you're going to learn something new about yourself, about your own craft. In other words, your ability as an energy healer. You're also going to learn a little bit more about business from, and this all feels like it's 2022 they're talking about. Like, this isn't, you're going to meet 20 people over the next 20 years. No, I mean like one after another. People are just going to keep showing up going, hey, you want to do blah, blah, blah together? Try it. If you hate it, then send it on its way. You don't have to do it again. You get to change your mind always. But I feel like you're learning a lot about who you are as a practitioner. Does that make sense? Janelle, you're hot. You absolutely, honey. You are so very welcome. You've been on my mind, in and out over several months. Just FYI, I'm always sending you love. Just know that. And if you're ever in trouble again, I'm gonna need you to reach out to me, like for real, and just understand that those moments are serious moments. That's not about being a client. That's a much higher spiritual realm that you were playing around in. So I just want you to know, should it come up again, I'm going to need you to answer me. And then I'm going to need you to reach out and tell me what's happening. All right. Because time is of the essence when those moments occur. Anywho, all right, Deborah. Hang on, wait, I think I answered Deborah's. I did. Carrie Ann Livingstone. Hello, my love. Hello. Hey, love. When are we going back on the road? I hear August before I can even finish the sentence, and I know what the rest of the sentence is anyway. But yeah, I hear August. I hear August is when you're leaving. Gotta tell you, I see Brendan real strong, so I can't help but wonder if he's connected somehow, or if he's just coming in because I happen to be talking to you. But I don't think that's the case because we talk all the time, and that doesn't normally happen. So he may be connected somehow to how you're going or where you're going for. Oh, they're saying Ireland, so there you go. It tells me how much time I have in between, because I'm really hoping there's a trip out of the country before that, and I'm hoping he's involved as well. Okay, so Jana, yes or no? Woo, damn it, I tell you. Ooh, Jana, if you only you knew, girl. I have seen this question twice, and I can't answer it because it keeps moving. Should I focus on the program I rolled out for the I get a yes on that? Before you answer, before I read the whole question, it's funny. My question for source for myself has literally been the very same theme all, I don't know, week and a half. A couple of people that I read for were actually involved in kind of watching me evolve this information. But yeah, the short answer to that one is, yep, you absolutely should be focused on that 1 year program. Oh, wow. People are looking for long-term commitments when they have real foundational help and real instruction. In other words, you're really walking them through to a tail end. You know what I mean? That's why. So you got some folks out there who are actually really hungry for this. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. I am on YouTube and I haven't felt like I'm teaching anyone. Oh, this is Dion. Oh, honey. I'm not even going to read the rest of this, and now I'm trying not to cry. I'm going to say something to you, honey. And I know we don't always talk because I am really super fucking conservative about my energy right now. I don't have a choice. This is just where it is. And I have to be mindful of that. But I have been watching carefully IG, Facebook, as you have come into, and I told you this would happen a decade ago, as you have walked very magnificently into your own voice. What I mean when I say that is when you started, you were doing things that you saw other people do. And I'm like, that's not it. I just knew that's not it. That's not it. Not yet. And it's okay. We all got to find our voice. And now I'm watching you. This is coming to you with ease. All you're doing is replicating the things that have made you the woman that you are, married, children, successful, home owned. You're doing the thing that I was talking about. I don't even know when this was. It's definitely in the last year and a year and a half. And I can't remember if it was a live like this, or if it was a container, like a Zoom or something, or some sort of new moon or full moon event. But I am positive that we talked about this before. This stuff will all get cataloged soon enough, and then you'll be able to go back and watch the replays. But I am certain that I said to you then, you're finding your voice. You found it. Bravo. It takes a while, especially for those of us who deal in the spiritual. And I think a lot of the time the business folk don't know, because there's a million business coaches online are like, I can tell you how to do this. Pause. Because the spiritual journey is a little bit different. You're listening to a deep-seated voice inside of you, and that intuition matters tremendously to how you grow the following, the people. All of that is going to be about your intuition. That's what I'm watching you do right now. Just move with what you already know. You're doing a very good job. I find it hard to believe that you're not educating everyone now. I definitely know there's some digital elements. You know what? Dion Spencer, meet Jana Butler. Damn! I see y'all. Okay. No, we need some sound effects on that one. I see what y'all just did there. Yep. Okay. We're going to need y'all to get on this. Jana, I thank you, Jana. Wonderful. I'm so glad. Yay! We'll get the chance to talk. I want you to meet my friend Dion. Dion and I have known each other for years. She is moving into the entrepreneurial space. And I'm going to call her a spiritual entrepreneur simply because I know she walks in that deep and that kind of faith. I have a feeling that the two of you will be able to mesh some words. And for sure, if nothing else, even in the events that she's holding on Facebook, Dean, you will be able to learn a whole lot. But this is a person that I am certain that you can invest in. I have a feeling you two will be very aligned in your mindset and your thinking about certain things, and that you'll help each other grow. Just try it out. I'm throwing it out there. If it don't work, throw it out. We'll try something else. But you two meet one another. Maybe message. I know both of you are on Facebook, so maybe message one another. Again, I'm talking to Jana Butler and Dion Spencer. You two find one another on Facebook, okay? And if you don't, just message me and I'll make sure that you're all connected. But for that reason, because what you need now is the ins and outs of how to make the impact. And also, there are elements of this that are digital, you know what I mean? And that stuff, it's like, am I doing anything? You are. I'm telling you right now, you are. But part of that is really, that's where folks like a Jana really, really, really help, because you get on, you do a lot of this, and you're like, well, damn, I don't have none of these effects. Like, what is this? Am I making a dent? Is it, I don't hear from anybody? Listen, y'all know I've been on here. I've probably been on Facebook literally for 10 years now, reading, just hopping on, reading. The other platforms, not quite as much, because I made Facebook my home. But here's the thing. There are plenty of times where I tell people something magnificent. You see these testimonies happening right now. They didn't always happen. Sometimes I wouldn't see people for 3 years, and I'm thinking, I don't know, I could have been right. I could have been so wrong. Who knows? And then they come back. And they're like, the baby came. And that some of those testimonies take time. And I want you to also be mindful of this. And this is, folks, I'm about to hop into something that I normally teach in more advanced classes with people who are actually practitioners. And that's normally who I work with. We often expect, when we are dealing with clients, that whatever we thought the result was supposed to be for them, that's what happens right away. But like literally at the last day, where they're like, oh my God, you are so special to me. You changed my, they don't always know that right away. Who is testimony of that for me? Ernie. Oh my God. I'll tag her. I will tag them later on and be sure that you know exactly who I'm talking about. 8 weeks after she came out of my IB1 class, she's like, oh my God, I heard my spirit guides. Now, if we weren't still talking, I would never know that. And she gave the kind of testimony that to this day makes me emotional. My point in that is it takes a minute. It takes a minute. Human is not a fast process. We don't process shit slow. We're just delusional about it. If you just get the right mindset, you'll know faster. All right then. If you got internal shit going on, you still gonna be spinning and spinning until you deal with it. And most of the time people don't know that. So when they haven't told you, damn, you changed my life yet, they don't always know. They can't always see it. All they know is a behavior disappeared that is no longer plaguing them. They didn't realize that something major shifted. Once they do, that people have to pause long enough to have those ahas, and then they reach out to you and go, girl, you done changed my life. And I did not. And then some people are immediate. Some people right away, as soon as you get off the phone with them, as soon as you finish telling them whatever you told them on YouTube, they're like, yo, game changer. You just told me something that's really going to change my life forever. My point in all of that, and not to go on some long ass lecture, the point in all of that is sometimes it takes humans a minute. They don't always remember to call you first. This is the God part. And you relate to this, Dion, better than anybody I know. This is the God part where we are doing God's work. Point blank, period. We are all doing God's work. You don't always get to know the result. But I promise you, what I know from on high in right this moment is you are doing a good job. Oh, where is Danny when I need her? You doing a good job, bitch. You doing a good job. Keep going. Just keep going. Y'all see my Woman Crush Wednesday tomorrow. One of the people that I always have a business crush on is Malika Holloway, because she is a testimony to just keep going. Just keep going. Frankly, I am a testimony to just keep going. If I could tell you the way this industry has beat my ass, you see where I am? Talking to you, doing what I do best. My point, just keep going. This is why, especially for women, this is why so many of us partner up with one another, so you can have that business bestie who calls you on the phone, or you can hit up on Messenger and go, oh Lord, does this mean anything? Am I doing a thing here? Is it changing at all? And they go, you're doing a good job, bitch. You have to go find your friends and your people to surround you who can say that to you all the time. And I already know Colleen is one of them. So seriously, you just got to remember. And also, this is a great trick. And this I actually learned from business coaches. Keep a folder. Keep a folder. When they make comments on YouTube, keep those. Number one, their testimonies. But number two, that when on the days where you feel like, am I doing anything? And by the way, we all wonder that as practitioners more often than we should. When you ask yourselves those questions, you want a place to refer to where you can look at all the video testimonies and look at the written testimonies and the people telling you that you changed their life. You think I'm not going to take and screenshot Lori Harvey and all the, did I say Lori Harvey? Really? Michael B. Jordan girlfriend? Oh, shut up, y'all. Anywho, let's move on. Obviously, I must be getting sleepy. Nia Boo, hi, sweetie. How is my child custody case going? To go. Any messages I need to know about my son's father? Would our relationship be even better, get even better in the future? I actually hear yes, it will get better in the future. Ever step up? Okay. So these questions are all interconnected here. Is he taking her son? If the outcome in court is, in fact, that you lose any level of the custody that you have now, it's temporary. Do not forget I said that. It's temporary. You will have what you have now back. Is the relationship going to improve? I get yes, but it feels to me like it takes a long time. There's a lot of growth happening for both of you, especially for him. And it feels tenuous to me, like almost like he's fighting with it. Okay, y'all linking up already. Take your phone number out of there afterwards. I'm just saying, there's a lot of stalkers online. You can't be too sure. People are weirdos. Will this 21-year relationship of mine get better? Amanda Perez, I hear yes before I finish reading that. Jana, that is confirmation. Good. All right. Raksha, I hope I'm saying that right. Will you be moving and will I get a job? Yes on the move. Yes on the job. It feels like 4 months or so. And I think they're pointing to both on that one, 4 months or so. Dion, when will I get my first paid speaking engagement? I hear end of summer. And it doesn't happen sooner than that because you're going to put a lot of things in place for how you put yourself on display, so to speak. Your marketing. God, I couldn't have given you that Jane thing. Okay, then we did the right thing here. You got the right person. It's about getting like almost like getting your polish, the message, what's your missions, all that, all the core base stuff to a business. It feels like you're putting all that in place over the next few months. And I definitely see you working with somebody. So I must be on to something. I'm liking this. Okay. Christina! Hello, Michelle. And Michelle, you gave me pictures. I didn't realize you sent me two. I'm not sure if that was an accident or not. You sent me pictures eons. I'm talking over a year and a half ago. They've never gone on my wall. I want you to know that because otherwise you would have got a photo of it. I just changed rooms, we painted, blah, blah, blah. Short version, they're going on the wall in the next 2 weeks or so. I just want you to know that in advance. I'm extraordinarily grateful. Those are the most beautiful pictures. I can't wait to do a live and put them on display in the background so you know how much I appreciate them. I'm so, so grateful. And I'm really glad that I had something immediately like to put on the wall that spoke to what I do. So thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi there. Okay. Kinyuna? Kinyuna Hawkins. I need to hear from my mom and dad. Okay, immediately, and I'm almost feeling like my ear is getting pinched from the inside. I immediately get this energy of I'm getting mom for sure. Divine feminine, very soft energy. I'm going to say a thing here. I feel like it's important that you're connecting with her in particular. I feel like it's going to be harder for you to connect with your dad than it is for you to connect with your mom. That's not uncommon. Most of us go through that on some level, different relatives, different experiences, yada, yada, yada. It is very important that you start doing I'm talking on a daily basis, meditation, prayer, any way that you know how to connect with her, because I feel like you're already getting messages, and I genuinely feel like you're pushing them back. Like, I don't want to know that, or that can't be right or real, or this can't be the stuff that is how they communicate almost. It is real. She wants to talk to you, and I feel like she's actually trying. The message I get right now, number one, I literally hear the word woosah. I don't think they're trying to be funny, by the way. They want you to breathe and just relax for a minute. I sense enormous tension in you, around you, anxiousness, and it feels like I feel frenetic, almost like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to be. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen. And I feel like you got 1,000 questions rolling through your head and you just want to talk to either one of them. And I actually feel like she is already giving you significant amounts of answers. It almost freaks you out, if you will. So let me go ahead and demonstrate to everyone the most important thing I'm going to do tonight. Everybody, pause what you're doing for a minute. If you're in your car, just watch and observe. This is not for you. For everybody else, here's what I want you to do. And this is the way you start asking the questions to spirit to get yourself connected so that, Tay Mac, Terica, right, honey? I got a hit for you recently. I'm telling you this so I don't forget. So even if we don't talk about it here, you can always message me. I got a hit for you in relation to a lot of fame and fortune. Reach out to my girl. Yeah, I'll happily give you that tidbit because it's good stuff and it feels good. And I feel like you are on a nonstop. Oh, Rob, do we have the people? Y'all, listen. Everything on social media has changed a lot. So you've got, number one, we have a lot more crowd from outside of the United States. That's a big important factor. We also have a lot more trolls than we have ever had in our lifetime. And a lot of people just don't know the rules. And they also don't have a great deal of pride about their work. Here's how I know. Because if you have to jump in anybody else's feed and talk about, I can help you with that, knowing full well the psychic is already at work, that's not just it's also a baby. Don't you want people to know what you can do? And if you don't know how to express that, you found the right person, because what I do is develop people like you. Join a class. I'm happy to instruct you so that you don't ever have to worry about jumping in somebody else's feed, because you will be the badass you're supposed to be and hop on your own feed and talk to the people about what, believe me, we all got an audience, honey. You don't have to fight with mine, because they not coming, I promise. The hell, half these people, my damn family, like for real, either I attuned them or they're actually blood relatives. They're not coming on board, I promise. Old friends in the feed, you can quit with all that. But there's a huge opportunity here for you to learn, be better. I want you all to be fantastic. If you're already in this industry, I want you to be Doctor Strange. Okay? I want you to be Doctor Strange. I want light coming out your hands. I want you to be doing the most amazing things on earth. Why? Because we're needed. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you, darling. I'm happy to help. All right. Who is that? Kel Bell. Any messages from my father? Aw, thought about him a lot in the last weekend. Yeah, he was there. I don't know where were you somewhere else other than home or in your normal like surroundings? Because I feel like, and will I get the new cars soon? I do hear a yes, hardcore on that, like immediate. Dad was around you a lot more right then. Was there something going on? Like, were you at an event or some sort of because I feel like he was enjoying the scenery and whatever you were doing, it was like, yeah, let's go do that. Let's go hang. He was hanging out with you, like almost like you guys were, in Atlanta downtown. Let's go have a beer. It was just, he was having a ball. You're gonna notice a lot more of his presence. I'm gonna say in the next 4 months in particular. Let him in. That's my best advice to you. Let him in. I feel like there is a tremendous opportunity to grow for you as a person. And also, God, I literally see you crying. And I don't know if this is right now or if it is actually, it's late. Okay, it is later on. You're gonna hear him, honey. And I mean hear him. Communicate with him loudly. That's what's coming for you. It feels like it's while you're at home, it's a very quiet moment, and all of a sudden it's like a message comes through and you realize, like a deep resonance inside you, like, that is not your mind. Like, that's your dad. He so wants to talk to you. Let him in. Because he's already there. And I don't sense from you fear about this. I feel like there's a little bit of questioning. Like, are we doing this thing? Is this a real thing? So let me go back to the 3 deep breaths. P.S. Folks, I have all kinds of ADHD. And as you can see, the channel does not give a shit about timing. So let's go back to the 3 deep breaths. Again, if you're driving, don't do this. Come back to the video later on and do it. Everybody close your eyes with me really fast. Trust me, I promise you this will take less than 30 seconds. I need you to put your feet on the floor. If you're sitting, let your arms relax, let your shoulders relax, let your belly relax, let your thighs, your butt, your feet, your legs, all of it, your eyebrows, just let it all drop. Right? Now, take a deep breath in through your nose, nice and slow. Take in all the oxygen that you can. Let your belly fill up with air. Hold it for just a moment. And then breathe out slowly through your mouth. You feel that? Do it again. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. You feel that reset? That's where the questions get answered, folks. That's literally all I have to do to answer questions for you. And that is all you really need to do to answer questions for yourself. Now, what I'm giving you is the way to connect with your passed on loved ones, your family, your friends, whoever it is that you're really wanting to hear from. You can simply use 3 breaths. That's all it takes. Ask the questions one at a time and write down your answers. I'm giving y'all gold here right now. This is the way to communicate with your passed on loved ones, okay? If you find that you do this many, many, many times and the answers still aren't coming or you're still not sure, that is when you call me. That's when I come into play. All right? I believe, I am certain every single human being has this ability within them. If you got a soul, if you got a soul, you have this ability in you. Yeah, I'm making jokes now. I'm just saying, for those of y'all way down the rabbit hole, you already know. Anywho, go ahead and do that for yourself. All right. And answer those questions. Now, here's another thing. You can use your psychics, the ones that you trust, not the ones that hit you up in your DMs. Those are not real professionals, folks. But the ones that you know and you trust, or you got a recommendation from somebody, call your psychic and verify after you get a list of answers. That's where you can utilize us, right? And if you can't get there, then you get a reading. That's what it's for. When you can't reach the answers, but you all can. I wonder how many of y'all actually believe me. Okay. All right, folks. Okay. Thank you, Christina. Thank you for reminding everybody to share this out. Ooh, Alexis Nicole Harris. My papa passed away 2 weeks ago. Any messages from him? I hear no immediately, and here's why. He needs more time. I'm going to strongly suggest that you find me or somebody else that you find really, really reputable, in April or May. It feels like really like right at the end of April into May, and you are going to be able to get messages from him all over the planet. There's a respite period. It's a lot faster than it used to be because people used to go up there and be in the incubator forever. He only needs a little bit of time, but he's getting acclimated. If you don't know what I mean, go watch Ghost. Patrick Swayze, it's the best explanation I can see of what happens to us when we pass on. And it's an easy way to understand they go through a learning phase. Some people go in literally ready to hit the ground running, but that's because they were preparing for their death. That is rare, though. Maybe 10% of the people that I tap into, I see that. For the most part, they get over there and go, what the hell just happened here? Okay. Oh, and then they go into a review of their life and whatever, all of it, the entire life review. And for some people, especially if they haven't done a lot of work here, and I'm not saying that's the case, but if they haven't done a lot of work here, it's going to be a long review. For your dad, it's really not. So I gather he did some preparation for this moment prior to his leaving the planet. But I say all of that to say, you come back here in about a month and a half, he's going to be talking so much that you will be tired of hearing his voice. Mm-hmm. He will be talking nonstop. And he'll be ready to talk, by the way. Yeah, there you go. Allow yourself to reset every day. I get up every morning, and somebody else had to remind me of this, but call back your energy, especially if you are a woman of any kind. Call in your energy daily, because guaranteed somebody else is using it for something. That's just the way our planet is organized. We ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole either right now. Call your energy back every day. Call it back 4 or 5 times a day. And then set your intentions. You need your full power in order to do so. All right. Let's get to some more. Okay, Brian, now I see your question, sir. Thank you for reposting that for me, because I know I probably missed the pieces of it before. I know my antique business will pick up after the economic turndown, looking for a time frame. And when I'm looking to set a time for seed money needed to move forward on collaboration with several YouTubers. Oh, I love what you're doing with this. Yes! Ooh, to start my own YouTube channel in esoteric spirituality. So here's where I see you starting to pull in money for this. It feels like towards the end of the summer. The only thing required before that is kind of the organization of it all, you know what I mean? Like a presentation, if you will. You're actually going to be able to find money quite easily for this, which encourages me tremendously. Also, I'm going to say this, it'll sound a little like I'm trying to be flippant, but I'm really not. Your business is really not contingent upon the economy, and here's why. You're in between realms. You're slightly 3D, you're also slightly very 5D. So get away from the notion that this has to do with the economy as far as your business is concerned, simply because they're telling me for you specifically, it is not. And also, we're looking at some interesting moments coming as far as the economy. So again, there's going to be massive change in our economy. Period. You don't have to be a psychic to know that anymore, folks. You could turn on MSNBC or CNBC and figure that out. We're going to have some real economic challenges. However, comma and but most of the people in this feed are really not going to be affected by that. If you're in this feed, you're already on the path. Even if you're right at the door and you just started, you're already on the path. This won't affect us the same way in large part because we're literally interdimensional, right? And we are floating in a place just above, if you will, where the money and all the concerns are happening and all the, don't get me wrong, will people lose some funds, lose it? Yes, sure. All of that will likely happen. And there will also be some tremendous gains. Your job, Brian, right now is to get real clear on how connected to source you are and start moving from that energy and that energy only. You are not really going to get another option because you're already a way shower. Not sorry though. None of us are. I mean, we can make other choices. Don't misunderstand me. We always have choice. You can go do anything you want, but we are on a path here. And I don't feel like your path has to do with huge loss or, money troubles moving forward. I just feel like you have to know that. Make sense? Okay. Renee Cobb, will I get the job I applied for recently? I hear yes before I finish that sentence. And will I be moving soon for the job? There's a lot of murky talk behind that, almost as if you don't have to move for the job, but you have to move for the job. I don't know what that means exactly, but they're saying not really. That's what they're not really. I'd actually recommend you book a reading because I have a feeling this is stuff that's already in motion, and I have a feeling it's coming fairly quickly before spring is over. So you may want a real timeline on, because I feel like there's a lot of intricate parts there too. Okay. Gianna! Hi, Gianna. Gianna, you mentioned, hang on. Sorry, I just lost your question there. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I can't find it. I really can't find it. You guys gotta love my sad singing. Gianna, I'm literally looking for your question, and of course I've lost it. The feed just moved, and okay, wait a minute. There it is. Could you just stop there? You mentioned a 15-day program before I start attempting writing a book in Clubhouse, but I haven't found one guidance. I'm pretty sure it's Carrie Ann Livingstone. Not because she's my friend, but because it was the visual I was getting all along, and I think I was fighting that. I do this a lot. Jana will tell you better than anyone. I do this a lot because it involves someone that I knew. I'm like, wait, maybe I'm feeding that. I wasn't. You're going to do something with her, and then you're going to do something with me. So reach out to Carrie. You probably already in one of her groups, I have a feeling. There's a heart. Okay, good. All right. Okay, there, perfect. All right, very good. Very good. All right, media, is it worth it to switch or wait for my investment to manifest? Hang on. Okay. I get a little bit of both. It feels to me like so I'm going to split this in half. Can you take a portion out and move it towards what it was move it towards the next investment? I almost feel like this feels like the difference between the stock market and digital money or something. But the short answer is there's no hard answer on this. It feels like a little bit of both. And that does not entirely make sense to me either, but it's not always supposed to make sense to me. Let me know if it makes sense to you, though. Okay, Kelbell, will my preteen problems get better or will I pull all of my hair out? I feel like there's going to be a point where it stops, but I also feel like, hmm, It's gonna get better, but it takes a long time. That's the real answer. And I'm dicing around because they're giving me a lot of words, and I'm just trying to make sense of all of what they're saying. It's going to get better, but it takes a long time. 4 years is what I'm hearing. 12 is the 4 years is the short answer. 12 is the long one. That feels like a long haul. Shanna. Hey there. See, I knew you were in the feed listening to me. Oh, Toya, what's next for my business? What's next for your business, honey? Oh, okay. Global. That's the only word I hear. Global. And that's what you should be aiming for from beginning to end. That's literally what they're telling me. It is going to go global. You will have partners in other countries, some of which you actually get different herbal something something from, and also partners who sell your product. You will have global partners. You will have global influence. Global. That's the word they're giving me. Honey, tell me now. I have no plans for her grandbabies. Huh? I'm just saying. Just saying. I say inside joke, y'all. That's my cousin. Okay. Yes. Larian Davis? Larian? Yes. Ask it again because wherever it is, I don't see it. So, yes, ask it again for me, please. And thank you. I would greatly appreciate that. Aja, Christine, when will I meet someone? The fall. It feels to me like September, October. I'm definitely headed towards Halloween. I see colorful leaves, so we're starting to, cool down a little bit. And it feels to me like you're not supposed to meet this person prior to that. Although there will be some, their exact words are, there'll be some dry runs before that. So you'll get some practice, some people who, will kind of show up, but they'll fade out fast. And I feel like it's because you've become in particular in the last 4 years, you've become a lot more resolute about what you really want, where you are, and what you understand to be your truth. So with that, like with that new information, new people coming in, and almost feels like Goldilocks. There's one, there's another, and then third is the charm for sure. Yay! Okay. Renee Cobb, I did think I would have to move for the job, but I wasn't sure if it was worth the move. I hear yes, it is worth the move, but I still get there's something else to the move that may not be as clear as just get the job and move. I don't feel like it's that simple. It feels like there's another step in there. Going global, absolutely. You're welcome, Aja. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Larian. Okay. Larian Davis. Will me and my fiance make it through the test? I hear yes before I finish that question. Will me and him pursue the marriage to be more direct? No, you're fine. Yes, it feels like the marriage is a ways off from the point where you realize like there's a make it through point and then there's a marriage point. They are not the same point, just to be clear. There's a make it through point and then there's like, okay, we got this. Now let's make sure. And you do that for a little while. Then there's a marriage and a nice wedding, by the way. I don't know if you were planning for that, but oh, I'm gonna need an invite to that. I marry people, by the way, and I'd love to be somebody's. I'm happy to officiate, but yeah, they are telling me there's gonna be a wedding. It's just not right at the point where you guys get back to the like the good, the good part where you're on an even keel again. But it's coming. It is coming. All right, ladies and gents, I'm on a little bit longer than I said I would be. I'm like an hour. I'm getting on for 1 hour. That's it. That's it. So you will find my link tree. As a matter of fact, you know what? I will just go in every feed and actually post it so you can see it. You can certainly set a 10-minute with me if you want to get a sample reading. And you can also actually put yourself on my calendar for a full schedule reading, 30, 60, or 90 minutes. If you are looking to learn how to do the thing that I do, that many in this feed have learned from me how to do, I am happy to teach you. I will tell you all the details. Message me either on Facebook or IG if you have not found any other way to reach me, and let me know that this is the path you think you're headed on and you're ready to go. You're ready to learn. If that's the case, then reach out to me. Let me know. I definitely, there's a lot of folks that you watch and see in various spaces that in fact have come through my container. I like to call myself Morpheus because the Matrix gives me the giggles, but I'm the big bridge from which you won't question anymore whether or not you have this ability. You simply know. That's it. Just the same way I talk with this level of confidence, you can do this too. All right, ladies and gents, thank you. If I missed you, again, set up an appointment with me and I'll be happy to answer more detailed questions. For anybody that I said specifically, you might want to set up a reading. You seriously might want to set up a reading because that means there's more there. I rarely say it online. And also, if you have more questions or if your questions didn't get answered and you know there's like 16 levels to that question, go ahead and book a reading so we can get you some questions answered. All right, ladies and gents, you are so welcome. Hey there, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're looking at actually in the bottom of this feed, you're actually looking at a lot of the folks who have learned from me, who've been in class with me, who have taken on the whole intuition thing, turned it into psychic, turned it into coaching, turned it into something magical that you now see online and are benefiting from as well. All right, folks. Be blessed. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Clubhouse next Tuesday. See you there. Be good. In the meantime, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Whee! And I got to test out some new tech. We're going to keep expanding this. We're going to figure out how to get this thing on IG and the whole shebang. All right, folks. Again, my name is Ahsaki Kai, intuitive teacher, spiritual alchemist, intuition educator. Happy to see you all. Good night.